You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers here in this video. As you guys remember, man, the sports world was pretty crazy in 2021 when it came to the jab. Now, of course, sports was also woke, by the way. But when it came to the NFL, there was a lot of controversy, folks, about players getting a jab. We actually did videos, man. Was it Antonio Brown who was actually accused of actually having a fake jab card? Because you guys got to remember, man, if you were a player in the NFL that didn't get the jab, you were actually segregated from other players that actually got the jab. I mean, that was like full-on segregation, folks, in the NFL. Yeah, you can actually practice together, but apparently you couldn't eat together. You couldn't hang out in the locker room together. But some kind of way you can actually practice together and you weren't going to spread the virus. Yeah, pretty crazy, right? But Aaron Rodgers, remember, guys, he actually said he was immunized when the media asked him about his jab status. Now, folks, I don't believe the media should be asking anyone about their jab status. But Aaron Rodgers said he was immunized. Then we found out that he never got the jab, and the media turned their backs on him. Remember, folks, they used to say that Aaron Rodgers, man, was greater than Tom Brady. They were uplifting him. But when they found out that Aaron Rodgers didn't want to take the jab, they turned their back on him. And really, guys, they haven't went back to him since. Okay? Now, of course, last year with the Jets, he only played a few snaps and he tore his ACL. He was out for the whole entire season. He'll be back this season, guys. But did Aaron Rodgers just bend the knee to the jab mob on his comment here? Let's get into it. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You guys can also support us by becoming a member on blackandwhitenetwork.com or supporting us on Locals, both for just $5 per month. Check the link in the description box. So here we go. Check this out on ESPN. Aaron Rodgers says he regrets 2021 comment that he was immunized. Now, folks, he actually got some type of a treatment against the virus. It wasn't a jab, but now we know, folks, if you get this jab, it wasn't going to stop you from getting or spreading the virus. Okay? But apparently, Aaron Rodgers now regrets that comment. It says here, 3 years after Aaron Rodgers told reporters he'd been immunized against the COVID-19 virus, the quarterback says in a soon-to-be published unauthorized biography that he should have been truthful about his status. Rodgers, who previously said the controversy had a dramatic impact on his public image, told author Ian O'Connor that the primary reason he claimed he was immunized was a statement represented the crux of my appeal. Quote, "If there's one thing I wish could have gone different, it's that, because that's the only thing critics could hit me with," Rodgers said in the book. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, man, because Aaron Rodgers, still a great quarterback. All-time great quarterback, man. But if I remember correctly, man, when he actually tore his ACL with the Jets in the opening minutes of the first game last season, the Wolves were actually going after him and saying this is pretty much karma for not getting a jab. Yeah, completely ridiculous, guys. In November 2021, the Green Bay Packers, 4-time league MVP, tested positive for the Wuhan virus as an unvaccinated player and was sidelined for a minimum of 10 days. Rodgers had appealed to the NFL to have his homeopathic treatment regimen qualify him as vaccinated and face widespread criticism for his misleading remarks. He was turned down. Now, the criticism was mainly coming from the media. Me personally, man, I don't care if you got the jab or not. I really don't care. Because no matter what, even if you got the jab, you can actually still get and spread the virus. 3 months earlier, at a widely reported preseason news conference, Rodgers told reporters he had been immunized and was heavily criticized by fans and much of the media. Rodgers later said on the Pat McAfee show that his research showed him he was allergic to an ingredient, PEG, in the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines, and that he was concerned about reports of adverse medical reactions to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Actually, folks, I believe, didn't they actually pull this one off the market because of effects and stuff like that? If I'm not mistaken, I believe that they actually did, guys. But when Aaron Rodgers said he was immunized, you know what? When he said that, I really didn't care. The media cared. But I believe most common sense thinking people were thinking, okay, so what? Go out there and throw a touchdown pass. That's all you need to do. Throw a touchdown pass. It doesn't matter. But maybe, he didn't actually. Now, since the NFL actually had those rules of segregation based on jab status, that the Packers, and I believe the Packers actually knew that he wasn't jabbed up. I think that they actually knew that. But I'm not really sure if he was actually segregated from other teammates that actually got the jab. But overall, guys, I don't think he had anything to apologize for. Okay? He just didn't want his medical information out there. It was none of the media's business, but they asked him about it anyway. Nobody asked any athlete, have you got the flu shot, measles, mumps? And you can actually get the flu shot every year. Nobody's ever asked an athlete about that. If I'm not mistaken, man, I believe Zeke Elliott actually did come out and say that he had never got a vaccine on anything in his life. So I'm assuming that Zeke wasn't even jabbed up on the Wuhan virus. But that was a whole bunch of backlash for Aaron Rodgers, man, when they found out that he didn't get the Wuhan virus jab. Now he's saying that he regrets actually saying that. So they have, man, what do you guys think of this? Aaron Rodgers, did he bend the knee? Somewhat, little bit. You guys let us know. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.